Preface. How does a contact with the teacher occur? All books of the series, Esoteric Natural Science, are created during a meditative contact of the disciple, author, with the consciousness of the teacher, the Ascended Master Djwhal Khul. ELL try to describe this process. Disciple, tune. I went into a state of meditation, move away from earthly concerns and start to concentrate on the theme that I want to understand and properly interpret for myself. Or just I go into a meditative state, and in this state find in my mind above something like a mental parcel, a circumflex, some theme, a question that requires a parsing and concentrated consideration. Either this topic is known to me or may be entirely new. I will not know until look at this. A viewing is almost instantaneous. And now I'm in the needed state for work. It is desirable that both the physical well-being is consistent to the high level of a mental-emotional activity. Therefore, slow walks are the most desirable time for such meditative contacts. If a level of my motivation is high, that is great, the desire to understand the issue circumflex communication is much easier and any noise did not interfere. Such sessions are like telepathic lessons. The messages from the teacher are the thought packages. They descend to the brain and become a trigger to the start of thinking on this theme. In parallel, I am preparing for them, read books, watch the studied processes and phenomena, visualize, meditate on given topics. Hours and days, even weeks and months were needed sometimes for consideration of a single, particularly difficult issue. I can say that absorption of detailed, basic information on the occult and the various fields of science took me about 4-5 years. There were times, especially in the beginning, when I could not understand many things. I highly strained and suffered when it turned bad. First 1.5 years there was a kind of automatic writing. I was immersed into the trance state and just fixed on the paper that appeared in the brain. I realized all that I wrote down. However, I realized that it was not completely my thoughts. This period was in some way a preparatory training. And the most important and interesting began then. During this time, 1.5 years, I studied the method of perception of impressions sent telepathically. Thoughts of the master were very clear, energetic and highly demanding of immediate fixation, otherwise they will be missed and they will have to be retransmitted. So I went everywhere with pens and notebooks, and constantly wrote what causes surprising and curious glimpses of provincial residents that by the way did not scare me. Let get used to the image of a writer, I thought to myself. As the assimilation of transferred material and reading of more and more number of scientific and esoteric literature, more scientific, I gradually became a full member of the creative process of writing of articles for the books. Together we worked out the language in which it was possible to pass a new terminology necessary to describe natural phenomena and processes exactly from our point of view. I say our. In fact, I have long ago become their teacher's worker. Therefore, I say our. By the end of 6-year apprenticeship I am so imbued with the spirit of the new transmitted teachings that could now without a constant control of the teacher explain most of things happening in the world. Any scientific book became for me truly open, unsolvable issues and problems disappeared. Everything has become absolutely clear. The laws of attraction and repulsion, transformation and identification truly run the show in the universe. At least in this universe. If to recognize the nature of these laws, then you will understand the meaning of science.